Decoding Elon Musk, how he's changing the face of technology. Each age has its extraordinary trailblazers, visionaries, whose passion and contribution have changed the course of innovation. Another name that can be added to that list, and one which is no more unusual to anyone, unless one has not been living under a rock, is that of Elon Musk, a man who today is changing the course of technology development and innovation. This business magnate, investor, architect, and innovator has various extraordinary developments, amazingly, the effect of which is impossible. Elon Musk thinks and follows up on a bigger, more cosmic scale than we're familiar with from business visionaries. Elon Musk has become an easily recognized name commonly linked with the future inventions to come. Regardless of whether he's working on electric vehicles, Tesla, or sending rockets into space, SpaceX, his overwhelming standing pulls and something reasonable of consideration and attention. Tesla. It's impossible to talk about Musk and not consider Tesla, prominently, one of his most notable advancements. Tesla is an electric car company bringing completely electric vehicles to consumers. There's immense interest in Tesla vehicles due to their environmental advantages. Tesla Motors CEO, Elon Musk, has illustrated his overall vision for the electric vehicle company, one which seems to cover the broadness of the sustainable energy chain, from generation and capacity to electrification of the whole vehicle fleet and the division economy. Generally, Elon Musk considers Tesla to be uniting all pieces of that chain into a single organization, and he needs that organization to pave the way for a more sustainable and environmentally sound future. Musk's inspiration driving this endeavor is speeding up the introduction of sustainable energy, so we can imagine far into the future and think that the future is still bright, adding that sustainability matters for everybody. By numerous tallies, Tesla has thrived during the COVID-19 emergency. The company, which has been dogged by missed production targets previously, stayed productive in the midst of the pandemic despite a manufacturing plant closure, is extending quickly with plans to construct 2 extra industrial facilities in Texas and Germany, and saw its stock price quadruple to make it the world's most valuable carmaker. SpaceX. With clear objectives, Musk established Space Explorations Technologies, SpaceX, for short, in 2002. Musk structured the spot for complete integration. He and the engineering department worked side by side with the construction department. Musk even unloaded the cargo himself, so he could gain proficiency with every one of the details of what individuals were doing. Musk had additionally inferred that SpaceX could add up to 85% or more rocket in-house, which would help them free themselves from having to deal with sellers, with their greater expenses and longer production times. The primary launch was held in November 2003, only 15 months after establishing the company. He even indicated an excursion to Mars before the end of the decade. Also, this team was steady. An organization like Boeing would require 5 years and $100 million to create said pump. However, Musk and Mueller figured out how to get a supplier to construct one in 13 months, for just $1 million. This is an amazing example that signifies the passion this team has. For Musk, reusable rockets are the way to making space travel open. In the long haul, Musk needs SpaceX to put 1M individuals on Mars by 2050. To do that, he said that the expense per ton to orbit needs to improve by more than 1,000% from where it is today for there to be a self-supporting city on Mars. Solar City. Something extraordinary about pretty much everything of Musk's innovations is that he is continually attempting to facilitate the life of users and achieve a change that won't just simplify how things work but will likewise have a few different advantages. Solar City, in a similar light, is a venture that aims at giving solar power systems in the US and is the second biggest in its field. Elon Musk initially proposed the idea for the company that became Solar City to his cousins in 2004. Solar City, his first endeavor to make solar power mainstream and omnipresent, was at the cutting edge of the mid-2000s solar gold rush. In the beginning, it was a disappointment. However, it stays critical to comprehend its direction to see how Musk and Tesla intend to move towards sustainable energy. Its key advancement, however, was less on the innovation side and more on the accounting side. Prior to Solar City, the expense for getting a solar power rooftop installed was somewhere in the range of $30,000 and $50,000 forthright. Solar City pioneered the solar lease methodology, which allows property holders to get their roofs installed for nothing and pay back the installation costs over time. Gary G.